In case he watches this, we should probably go to a different subject.
Oh, we're recording already? Maybe we can cut that out. Maybe. I just want to tell him I did a review. Hey!
Hey!
We're doing a review!
I saw him at Superior Meats. Is he a girlfriend?
Yes.
He's kind of a prick, isn't he?
A little bit, sometimes.
I open the door for Christine. I walk to the building with Christine.
No, he's in and out.
I stay on the business side, in other words, the street side, so if someone comes in, I die before Christine. He parked, looked right at me, didn't even recognize me, and I'm like, I bet you he was done shopping before she was even in the store. Oh,
he's not a shopper. He's a hurry up and fucking get done.
What are we reviewing? Well, J-Dog brought over. See, I think I said Busch. Busch Light Apple.
Same company.
So we just started by pouring two of them right away.
It's pretty light.
You know, it
smells like apples.
It smells more like if we went out to the apple tree and did it ourselves.
It's
than
sweet.
reds. Even reds. This smells even better than the reds. Cheers, Gumby. Try not to cut yourself on the sword on the ceiling, okay?
It's about 2 inches taller than I am.
The only reason he's taller than me is I'm not wearing shoes.
You have footwear. House slippers.
Yeah.
Fuzzy Crocs.
The problem is, no, if they were Crocs, I could probably wear them outside. The problem is I wear them outside for grilling and this, that, and the other thing, and then wonder why they're
grungy.
They've gone to shit. But Christine gets them through Avon, so she just keeps ordering them. Got a couple packages just to piss off J-Dog. Pulled out a few Smith & Wessons. I gotta get room to get this box out. Let me move some of these Smiths, J-Dog. Excuse me. You don't get that one.
Oh. Yeah, the 1066, huh?
I don't know what my obsession has been with this.
You know, if I was going to have a 10mm Smith, I think I'd want that one. Or maybe the 1076 or the 1026 with the other decockers on them.
Yeah, the 1076. Well,
that's a long one.
I had a 1046 for a little while. It was kind of on consignment.
The 1046 has no decocker. That's just the double action only. Right? 46 models?
Yeah.
Dog food?
Premium quality haggis with lamb. My name is spelt right, so where'd it come from? Scottish Specialty Products.
But it says Amazon.
Yeah, but it's in Amazon. It's out of Texas.
I like this one. Pocket chunks.
Oh my god.
The ZT 052 CF. Carbon fiber. Titanium.
Now, let me be... I have seen some of the coolest knives lately, and I almost pulled the trigger on two of them until I saw this side. I can't get into that look. I like my knives finished.
I mean, I could probably take it apart and anodize it.
So now that you've actually held this in your hand...
It's not as heavy as I thought it was.
You're worried about the weight? What the fuck?
Dude, this thing is so light. I got enough shit pulling my pants down. I don't have an ass. It's flat, okay? I always pull my pants down.
Want to spin for us? See? No, I'm for sure. I'm getting the carbon fiber when it comes in stock of this.
I saw the shark.
Shark's nice too. Shark's like this with a round ass. See, this is why.
No, like I made the comment, like most of them, like, yeah, they're all cool, but they're not something that I would actually carry.
I don't think you've been here since I got that one. Going for an opinion. I don't know why, it's kind of...
That's that one that came in the last...
Fox Edge. Another Fox Edge knife. I thought it was like aluminum. Like, you know, like some cheaper knives, but it's actually G10 scales.
Yeah. Not my style, but seems nice.
Oh.
I want to get one of the Wilson Combat Fox knives.
Yeah, sounds cheap.
No. Wilson Combat. Nothing is cheap, Wilson Combat.
Okay, so this. Oh my god.
So, you said you'd eat everything people send you, but how are you got to cook this, or is it pre-cooked?
I would assume it has to be cooked.
At least heat it up. 4 servings per container. Haggis is fully cooked and only needs to be heated. Empty contents into a saucepan and heat over medium heat, stirring occasionally until thoroughly hot. Or microwave at medium power in a covered microwave safe container. 5 minutes or till hot. Another Funko.
Rick Deckard.
Ah. Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Ooh, they have Roy Batty, Pris, and Rachel in the collection. Now this I can only thank myself. I ordered that.
We ordered that one.
But I didn't get notified that it had been sent.
You know, I've only asked for one, and it was the Chuck Norris from Invasion USA with the Uzis, and it came with a T-shirt.
I've seen that one.
It came with a T-shirt, and it's like a collector edition outside box where it's looks like an ammo can.
I've been waiting. Is it 5 or 6 months now for Captain Kirk sitting in the chair of the Enterprise, and it actually went so far past the date that I was supposed to have it. They sent me a thing wanting to know if I wanted to cancel. Like, oh the hell no!
Right?
Just send it to me, bitches.
Someone sending you rocks? Or is this a petrified tree?
I found that on a project, and I think it's petrified wood. Then someone told me that there's some law that says you can't remove. Well, if I didn't do it, someone else would. So what I like to do is I like to hold it in one hand while I shoulder fire my AR pistol. Suppressed.
With the you're gonna get another one of those triggers.
Oh, with another rare breed in
Rare
it. You know, here's the thing. That was originally my thought, but I'm actually buying an AR pistol from Sam, the one that she won.
She don't need it, or
She's never even shot. She says it's gone on fire since she won it. Okay, let me rephrase. This is how the logical thinking, the way my daughter mind works. She was originally going to sell her AR pistol so that she could buy Miles' motorcycle. Then she managed to come up with the money without having to sell any guns. Then she says, well, I don't know how much I'd ever use it anyway, and besides that, yours is nicer than mine and I'm going to end up with yours anyway.
oh.
So then she says to me, I go, you know what? She goes, so if you know anybody that wants to buy it, let me know. And then I said, you know, Sam, I was thinking about it, and I think I might just buy your AR pistol. She goes, that's the best idea yet. And I go,
get it back anyway.
I go, you scheming little, you. When I die, you get it back. She goes, exactly. Oh, God. Okay, well, evidently, after I turned the camera off the other day, Rich Huff says, cheers, clubbers. Ben N says, cheers, all. Mr. MacMac85 says, nice t-shirt.
Yeah, Trump won?
No, I thought I might have been wearing, I don't know what the hell one I was wearing. Thought I might have been wearing the Ebomi one. I don't know. Then Mr. MarkMac85 says, Eric, what is your opinion of the best prepper food company to buy from, just in case you know? Actually, I have no idea. I have the
Mountain House is pretty expensive.
Some of them are
Augustus Farms.
Well, here's the problem. I have, like, right down here right now, I've got 2 big boxes.
He's never tried any of the stuff they've sent him.
I've never eaten any of it. That's like
the beef stroganoff is pretty good from Mountain House. The chili mac, meh.
Why are you eating your prep food? See, that's my...
I buy it for camping, okay?
Oh, okay.
I just bought. They had a clearance sale at Walmart, and instead of being like $8 a pack, it was like $4. So I was like, hey, I can try one of these. You got A and B cases of MREs.
I got the this was one I had ready to go just in case things didn't go well with the election. So I got this, and this also has the oh, that's just to fill that up. But I don't even remember what flavors I put together in this one.
Vegetarian lasagna. I hear that one's pretty gross. Like the least favorite.
Chili and macaroni. So, yeah.
Reduced sodium. Those ones from Miss B?
Yes.
Yes.
I think I know who probably sent them. Making sure that I had that on hand for Christine. So if shit goes bad, well, I still have, what is it, everything that's in here, plus a case and a half of these. And then I've had the 2 72-hour packs from Battle Box and Crate Club. But I'm taking a lot of this shit with. I'm going to put as much stuff in the Honda as I have room for. You know, here it's like this. The engine blows up, and it's 2 days that way, and it's 2 days that way to civilization. I'm going to be like, girls, we got entertainment. We got a place to stay. We can make fire. We can make food. Who cares? Actually, I would be bummed out because I would delay. Because we're gonna be stopping at Jerry's on the way, and there's maybe even a chance now, depending on. I mean, I only have so much time, so well, it's gonna have to see how it plays out. Jerry may not be too far north of EMT Railfan. So, the list is growing, but we only have 2 weeks and we decided to drive. So, of the 2 weeks, we're using 6 days of 2 weeks just in transportation. 3 days out, 3 days back. And of course, the way Christine operates, she does not want to stay at John's to the last day. She wants to be home with a good day plus to get everything cleaned and make, you know. Plus, I have a few people that I've asked to come and take like Matt. If Matt said that he would, obviously between Matt and Miles and Mike. But what I love about the security system is I can see Matt standing at my front door, turn the security system off and open the door, and he can do a walkthrough to make sure that there's no running water or gas or anything like that. Actually, with Matt, it doesn't really matter. I'd give Matt the damn code to the door. If I don't trust Matt to this point in time, then I can never trust Matt. Yeah, you're right. I don't trust Matt. I give Miles the key to the door. Just kidding.
Doesn't he have the code for the garage since he put it in?
And an opener.
And he's got no. Well, he's parking the bike in there, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
You made room for a bike?
I should show it to you because you've seen it at its worst.
Yeah, there's just a walkway down the. Barely a walkway.
Right now, you could easily park a smart car in there. But
You could park a smart car in the back of my truck.
we had Miles' bike on one side of the garage, Samantha's bike on the other side of the garage. Enough room to walk. You could still. I'm not done yet. I have at least a full truck's worth of shit that is going to be coming out of there. I've decided to give up the ghost on my floor sanding equipment, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do any of this shit anymore.
Oh, I hear you. I haven't put my floors in yet.
I keep asking.
You've been there 3 years.
Somebody find me a fucking job where I'm not tearing my body up. Other than Domino's Pizza, everything I've done my entire life has caused me to have back problems and three knee surgeries to date. Then again,
I've been taking it easy.
Once you get to a certain age,
everything hurts no matter what.
Things like getting out of bed can cause you to hurt yourself.
Making more noises getting up.
Yeah, it's like, hey, did you step on popcorn? No, that was my back. Yeah, Mr. Mark Mac 85. I'm sorry, I can't help you because I have 2 or 3 companies in house, and I have yet to try a single one of them.
We got LDS Cannery around you.
LDS Cannery?
Yeah, the Mormons. Apparently they're big preppers. Supposedly all you gotta do is go help them with stuff, and then you get it at like their price.
Oh, Mr. Mark back again. See, we're still in the comments left on the one before.
It's gonna be a long one.
Well, you have to prove Gunwild right. When you're here, it'll be a short review. When Miles is here, it's a short review. And Matt, it's all screwed up. See, I know Miles will never hear me say this because he doesn't watch the brew review. But the thing about Miles is just like Matt, but when Matt's drunk. Miles talks a lot, but at least he understands that when we're reading a comment, somehow Matt can go into a dissertation about a comment for about 45 minutes. And J-Dog just stands and looks at the Smith & Wessons on the counter.
You guys started this.
Mr. Mark says, most awesome brew, babe. I can go get more if that's not enough for you.
Oh, what's in there? Another one of those.
Well,
that's upstairs.
The other one of these has never been in the safe. This is
1006.
This is spending a lot less time in the safe. Let's see. There's 2 5906s, mine and NIHAPs.
There's a Smith & Wesson 610. I didn't bring mine.
This one goes up. Yeah. Just to make Smile Money happy. Now I know this
one's
one.
not loaded.
I know this one is because this one gets used. This one is spending a lot less. This one is spending a lot less time in the safe.
This is the one with the cracked wood.
I've got two new grips, but I haven't.
I got a brand new plastic one because I ordered 2 of them.
I'm not 100%. Yeah, this has to be for a double stack.
Yep.
There's like no information, but there's 2 of them.
This is 2 pieces of wood.
Nobody's come forward, and now of the 2 of them, I kind of lean a little bit more towards the darker one. But yeah, there was no paperwork, receipt.
Sometimes wood smells nice, like cedar.
So it's, yeah, that is a candidate pretty much for this, or the 5906. The problem is as awesome as that looks, I don't think I would ever do that to my 5906 because I like to carry this a lot, and
mine came with
I bang into shit.
Mine came with Hogues on it, and they were pretty roached, so I ordered a new set of the factory Smith & Wessons.
This really pissed me off. It was like, oh yeah, I got it in here, no problem. The next time I had it out of the safe, I noticed that it had popped.
If you look at it, there's not a whole lot of material there.
Again, this is it looks awesome, but it puts it back into that, you know, I'm not saying, I don't think I have small hands, but it's just a completely different comfort level, say, compared to these guys.
Let's put these away before we mess them up.
Well, I'm not even sure where their homes are supposed to be. Actually, I suppose I could just do this and put them both in one box. See, I've been putting the boxes out up high so I don't hide them on myself. I'm really good at hiding shit on myself.
Occasionally I do too, and then I spend like 3 days looking for it.
Okay,
and get pissed off.
We're still not into the first comment. David Brown says, your blue screen makes me look much older than I am. Hurt my feelings. Well, you must be colorblind because it's a green screen. And there's nothing I can... Never mind. They'll end up shooting me. Cobra says SH. Cobra says wrong. Or cheers, wrong vid clubbers. Are we finally in? Yes, we're finally in the first. Smile money. Back in full form. Miss 27, these are all sub-comments. Damn 6 seconds behind you. Gunwild says rigged. Smile Money says sorry, it was a reflex action. See the notification and kaboom first. Then he says to Gunwild, yes, but how? Oops.
So you got a bot on his computer?
You know, I've had people say that, but Smile Money doesn't seem like the type that gives enough of a shit.
Yeah. That's a lot of work.
Mr. 27 is second. Gunwild is third, bitches. Mr. 27, top 10, bitches. Gunwild says, what do you mean by top 10? You're on the podium. Silver medal. That's right. Don't sell yourself short, Judge. Ben N, top 5. Miss 27, intro babe, nice. Miss 27, brew babe, nice. I didn't even look to see how many comments there was, so I don't know if I should be going faster or whatever.
We'll be here till we're here. Till it's done, I guess.
Unless Christine yells downstairs, dinner's gonna be done in 20 minutes, and fuck all these guys. Just kidding.
You can come back and finish.
You get one of those behind the seat of your truck.
You mean the truck that I'm paying for and I can't drive?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're getting there. Just need to spend less money on other shit. Because, like, the whole part of, like, oh, I don't need a truck right now, it's not winter.
No, you always need a truck.
Well, the part about I have a working vehicle and there's a shit that I want to buy and sometimes there's a sale or something. Buy shit I'm not supposed to. See,
now, you have made this comment. It's not like you're standing there begging and then making stupid decisions. Yeah. He's taking care of this shit all on his own. We ended up not... Well, he was actually going to donate the rifle that we were going to wrap off to save his ass. But so this is what he does. I could be $500 closer to fixing my truck, but look at what I got. So here's the analogy I have for you. J-Dog's got a really, really really nicely blistered up owie right here, and he keeps going.
Yeah.
You know, if you didn't have the other car, you'd probably be pressing harder. But the fact is you're still on this on your own. So
Yep.
I said
if I needed it done, shit could have got sold.
Well, in one way.
Like, I don't want to get rid of anything ever, but
See that's just it. Well, look at what I went through. I had to take a little bit of money from. I had to take some money from my vacation in order to pay for mine. But unlike you, I really lucked out.
You need yours for work.
Well, I need it for. Well, yeah. Well, yes and no. If I wanted to buy a goddamn smart car and start driving that to work, it's their problem. If I'm going to be doing a job for you, you can supply me with the vehicle capable of getting your job done. Now, if I run into situations where, for a while there, I just could not get our big dump truck into certain scenarios with our trailer. We have a large dump trailer, and there was no way I was going to get the trailer to that spot because it was around a corner, it was up a grade, and it was covered in snow. And our big dump truck was a 2-wheel drive, and it had brand new summer tires on it. And you literally, I know I'm going to sound like I'm making this shit up, but I bet you any money, I've had scenarios where it was sitting on a little bit of an angle, and if you walked up behind it and pissed on the tires, it would have spun. They were the biggest frickin' joke. We had a scenario once where there was a few wet leaves on the ground, and it stopped me from being able to get to the trailer. The trailer was sitting on the street. All I had to do was back up Glenwood. Back up a frickin' Glenwood, but there was wet leaves in the gutter of the... Yeah. So I've had scenarios where I've used my truck, but it's been my discretion, not theirs. And then I took the company card, and I went and filled my damn truck up. And Greg said, "Don't worry, if anybody says anything, I'll tell them to eat a dick," because, like, one day I made 3 trips from East Duluth to Demolicious out by Super 1. So I used a considerable amount of my gas that day, so hell yeah, I was going to get it filled back up. But yeah, I got real lucky in 2 things. My problem wasn't my transmission, and my buddy Rob is I can tell you right now, he admitted to Christine how much time he spent just trying to get the little half shafts out of the front differential. Yeah, because when he called Driveline Specialties and said the CV shafts and everything are getting worn, and Driveline Specialties said, "Rob, make sure that you replace the half shafts. Most people skip that part, and that's usually where most of your wear is." And sure shit, he showed me where the CV shaft met the half shaft, and he goes, I'm willing to bet you most of your vibration was coming from that. The noise that I was hearing was actually in the rear end. He completely rebuilt the rear end. He replaced the half shafts and both CV. He replaced everything in the front end and did a rear brake job for me, and fixed the leaking front seal in the front differential. With everything included was $985. So I
was supposed to have picked up another transmission for my truck, but the guy that had it ghosted us. When you put up a post looking for a transmission and somebody message you, "Hey, I got it," and then you try to set up a meet, and he's like, "Oh, we can do this on Sunday." You're like, "Okay," and then Thursday, "Hey, is this still on? Where are you? Like, need your address and stuff so we can figure this out." Nope.
Sounds familiar. I don't remember if I mentioned it in the brew review. Miles has been trying to find another bike so that I'll go riding with him. Okay, I should tell Miles I need another truck. He found a vintage Goldwing. Picture-wise, it looked incredible. It needed a starter, it needed a rear brake job, and it was like one other minor thing. Miles went back and forth with this dude. And then Miles finally said, okay. Miles looked at me and he goes, Eric, I got the cash. Tomorrow, after work, I'm going to drive down. The guy was in somewhere here in northern Wisconsin. Miles goes, I'm going to drive down, I'm with my trailer, and I'm going to buy that bike. And then me and you can put it back together and we'll have 2 bikes to be able to go riding. He is literally sitting on my couch. And finally he's getting more and more mad. I'm like, what is up? And he goes, this fucking dick won't give me his address. And it's like, does he know you're willing to come tomorrow and give him what he's asking for this bike? Yeah. And he was like, he showed me one of his last texts. He's like, well, I only want to do serious transactions. And I go, Miles, what the hell? I saw the previous text. How could it be more serious? Were you supposed to PayPal him the money before you even saw the bike? Sounds like a scam on his end. So Miles told him to eat a dick and moved on. I told Miles he should really look for a VMAX. Then I'd go riding with him. Okay.
Mine's sitting in the garage. Actually, it's outside because of that storm last night. They were calling for hail, so I pushed the bike out and
it did,
and put the car in.
Not for long, but I sent the thing over to the brew crew. You're in the brew crew, aren't you?
Yeah, but I silenced it, so.
Oh, I just leaned out the back door and my camera was mostly aimed towards Matt's house because you could see the sky. And he was in his garage because the garage lights were on. And at one point I go, hey, look, I wonder if Matt's in there smoking dope. Oh, probably not because he got a job. Let's see, Gunwild says that Brew Babe was one of mine. And then he says, oh, and the outro babe is mine too. You're welcome. Miss 27, intro Captain Brew Bomi. Gunwild, only an hour and 4 minutes with a guest. I knew Matt was the reason for the long-ass videos.
I think this would be a little bit. Maybe it's short, I don't know.
Poco Loco. Movie names for taking a dump. I'll start. Operation Dumbo Drop. A river runs through it. And go. Zeus says, why did Cool Running come to mind first? Laugh out loud. Taking a dump movie names. You got any?
This sounds like that episode of Letterkenny. I didn't get much farther than that, though. Like, was there 8 seasons?
Yeah,
I'm on season 3 or 4.
We're all caught up. What really surprises me is John Solar thought it was rubbish. Smile Money. Miles hasn't consumed too much, but he used the word that suggests he will. Yet. Smile Money. Eric can't drive most evenings, so Christine knows the drill. Laugh out loud. Hey, I did not have a single drop of alcohol yesterday.
There's no review.
In all honesty, because I lie the rest of the time, Smile Money, if there is no brew review, very seldom did I have anything to drink. Now, there has been occasions where the reason that there wasn't a brew review is because we fired up the barbecue and, like, I fed the neighborhood. So, anytime Matt walks into the backyard, he's always carrying some beers for me. And Miles just buys the shit and puts them in the fridge. Like, somebody that may or not be here right now added his case of Grainbelt Blue right next to Miles' case of Grainbelt.
No, it's not. I left it out because there was...
Oh, no room?
Well, I didn't feel like sitting there for like 10 minutes trying to move shit around.
Isn't it a bummer when the beer fridge actually has no room?
Like, look like regular fridge shit.
Well, that's because both the drawers have my orange juice and lemonade and consuming. I can't admit how much orange juice I drank last time I did that. Mrs. and I have jumped my shit. Clyde!
Is too much orange juice bad?
The amount of sugar, I was told, in it. Hey, I realize that everything that I enjoy
It's bad for you.
is bad for me because I lately have not eaten enough food to maintain my weight, let alone gain any. Hell, yesterday, Monday, Sunday.
Lauren's on a diet, so like all the cupboards and fridge are full of food for her shit. I'm like, I'm not eating this.
Hey,
She's on like
you can take this home with you.
No, it's all right. She's on it's like some vegan alkali bullshit, and like she's like, try this. I was like, no, I don't want to try that. It doesn't taste good. It doesn't even smell good.
Mm-hmm.
And then she asked me where did all my money from my check go? Whoa!
What?
I kind of had to buy food, and since there's no room for groceries, it's kind of more expensive because it's convenience food.
So what am I up to in my little personal collection here? I have the Office Space with the two guys, and they're beating the printer.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, my true collector's item is the red swingline stapler that Tardisia sent me. Then I've got Milton, and then I got John Wick, and then upstairs I have Worf, upstairs in the Star Trek room, and now see, here's the thing. I'm not exactly sure how I feel. See, I'm in the I don't give a shit about
Keeping them in the box.
taking them, but they do stack and store a lot. Like Lily,
Yeah.
Lily's got like
She got a wall full of them.
just there in her bedroom when she lived in the cities. She had 2 shelves, roughly 4 feet above her bed, and they were. I was just like going, "Damn, girl." At that point in time, I didn't think Funkos were all that old, but now,
There's some expensive ones out there.
the most important part about this one is that he has the blaster, and I hate to admit this, I almost special ordered a replica version of Deckert's blaster.
Do you watch what's his name? Adam Savage on the YouTube?
Mythbusters. Now he was probably wearing a diaper when he got to hold the actual one
Yeah.
from the movie.
And like his whole life has been like trying to recreate it.
And the funny thing is you know what it starts off life as? A Charter's Arm 357 Magnum, or is it a 38 Special? It's not even a nice gun. It starts life out as.
And there's a Steyr bolt action receiver in it.
Yeah. Hey Google, what are the components to build the blaster from Blade Runner?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
Hey Google, what is the blaster from Blade Runner made out of?
On the website bladerunner.fandom.com, they say, concept art by Sid Mead. The prop used in Blade Runner was constructed from parts of a Charter Arms Bulldog revolver and a Steyr Mannlicher. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
Are you, he's skipping the whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Let me rephrase.
Me, I don't know.
Hey, blow me. Let me rephrase. I'm refusing to give him whiskey.
I've tried a couple of them.
Mainly because, not.
The 9.3 and the 10.3. I've had those.
Oh. Maybe you should have some.
Tried 11.3 or 11.1.
A taste. I don't think a taste will kill you.
No, I don't need to be having full shots.
No, I'm not. You're driving. But of course, because you're you, anytime you'd actually,
I'll wait till I'm safe to go home.
well, I know he does. He's been here to 10 o'clock at night. Oh, that's right. It's Clyde, so. Oh, and I don't know if both of them will hear me say this. I know the cat, Hector, used to follow me over here, but I probably made one too many.
Did you bolt that down yet?
No.
Some Tapcons. That's a lot of money up there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah? $1,000 right there on the corner?
Yeah, you got $1,000. Well, this front row is a couple weeks of work to replace. Well, you figure, let's see. Now, NIHAP informed me that my figures on the Brook Laddie were a little bit high. Now, that isn't because that's not what most people pay, but
Well, you're getting what comes up first on the Google search.
NIHAP isn't doesn't like to give his money away. So
yeah,
yeah, I'll just round down. So you have $1,000 just for the three of them, and then it was $100 for the Corey Vecken. I'm not sure about the Emrut. That's a little bit cheaper, so it's actually well spent money. The Paul Johns.
I haven't opened my Arbig.
Huh?
Huh?
You didn't open it?
Not yet.
You got the 10?
Yeah, it was like $50.
Did you see the picture I showed the other day? $170 for a limited edition of Ardbeg.
Yeah. I saw that.
And then if you really had Ardbeg and you liked it, Matt bought a bottle of it, but I'm planning on trying to get a bottle of that Scorch before it's all gone.
I don't drink enough to want to spend that kind of money.
So, okay, back to it. 11, 1140, 1240, 13, 14, 15, 6. Yeah, there's almost $2,000 in just the front row.
Mm-hmm.
If that shelf were to fall over, which it didn't fall. In my defense, hey, I set up an air mattress. I didn't think the air mattress was as big, and when it finally ran out of room, it started pushing everything this way. You know, and they say that the Irish are so lucky. I call bullshit on that. But that particular day, I was pretty happy because the only bottle that went to the ground and broke was a bottle of tequila.
Johnny Concho?
That Johnny Concho. And Johnny, where? I'm actually starting to have some fears here. I haven't heard from either Renee or Johnny. And
shouldn't they be up enjoying their property?
I mean, they supposedly got the place up, an hour south of us?
I don't know. I just knew it was somewhere in Minnesota.
Now what? Are those cold?
Yeah. Well, one of them was. I drank one of the warm ones because it opened up.
Well, they both feel cold. Are you having another? Or are you done? He was overserved. Oh, I have something else for you to try.
Those could get expensive. With Blade Runner kits.
What are you looking up?
Your Blade Runner kits.
To make one of those?
Yeah, there's a kit on eBay. $989. Oof. Yeah, you spend that kind of real gun money on toys?
Well, the replica that I almost bought, which actually was one of the few companies that is certified, and then of course you get a letter and everything with it. It was $985, just shy of $1,000 for a replica. Now I wonder if you actually built it yourself, if you could keep it firing or if there's something about the mount to make it look like Deckard's gun. If it would, even though the gun might still have the cylinder and the barrel and everything, if it would become non-functional. Then Scourge, you should do a classic brew re-review of the 24-pack Busch Light, or maybe the Busch Light Apple, to go against the Budweiser.
It was the Busch Light Apple. I told him that. At some point he changed it.
There was alcohol involved. Here's the re-review. It's not bad. Actually, I'm assuming that it's just like 4.7 or
Something like that.
it even says
4.3, 5.3. 4.1.
well, it's still more alcohol than the shit that Mike next door buys.
You guys can't get real beer in the gas station?
No, not in Minnesota. That's why yesterday when he came home with a 12-pack of Budweiser, I was like, holy shit, the man bought I mean, seriously. He bought Budweiser compared to the crap that I go, please tell me that you did not buy that at the convenience store. He goes, no, I got that at the liquor store. Oh, wow. No, I if they kept this in their lineup, I'd do these.
Dude, they sell out really fast.
Doesn't surprise me. It's my money. Matt must have convinced Eric it is too dangerous to be in the basement alone. I hope Matt gets those steel ball implements soon.
Implants.
Or yeah, I don't. Clyde, that's the VA way, Miles. I've been fucking with them my whole life. They just smile and say, thank you for your service. Now sit there and wait. Poco Loco. Because Smile Money doesn't know it and can't find it on liberal sites, it's fake news, don't you know? What Poco is talking about is the California, and it is going on, and it is. They set a cap. You can just walk in and steal all you want as long as you don't go over $9.50. And I told that to Greg, and Greg goes, bullshit. Showed me a whole bunch of videos. He goes, does that look like $950 worth of stuff? And I go, no. I mean, you're talking about, it looked like Santa Claus leaving the store. And nobody's trying anything. Nobody's trying to stop these people. And again, I hate to be the one to point this out, but I didn't see a single white person shoplifting in any of the videos that I was shown. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not trying to start anything. Smile Money says, you find it then, Mr. Local. I will read, but live in the dark and spew nonsense. Okay, Smile Money. Well, the problem is the court system for the shoplifting problem. Lawsuits from shoplifters is probably the reason why stores don't want to fight the charges. Well, if that's the case, that's pretty pathetic. If you think about, well, like what I've seen, and you imagine it's a small mom and pop shop, say J-Dog takes the plunge and goes for the capitalism, the American dream, to be able to work for himself doing something that he enjoys. And then he's supposed to stand back and watch some piece of shit walk in with a bag and fill it up? Well, bullshit. Fine, take me to court after I capped your ass at the front door. At a bare minimum,
buzz in and out.
At a bare minimum, I'm gonna beat you within an ounce of your life.
And some of those stores have like two-way entries, where it's like two doors, like jewelry shops and stuff in the big cities,
or
in other countries.
The low crime area that my Domino's Pizza was in the north side of Milwaukee, I had the magnet, and that was surprising. I felt that if I had forgot to turn the bolt, there was no way someone was ever going to get in that door if that damn magnet was on. Yeah, if someone was standing at the door, I used to have to press a button to turn the magnet off so they could come in. So yeah,
Man trap.
now you watch some guy do a face plant on the door when they're trying to run from the building after taking your money from your till. Poco Loco says something to you know who. Play The Buffoon and the Dean of Admissions by Adam Sandler. Moving on.
It says it makes your brain fuzzy.
I'll check that out.
You better move that back before you knock it over with your ass.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. Because your ass doesn't go past the counter.
Not really. Not really. You come back when you can have some more.
I have yet to actually pour a little bit of 9-3.
Are you trying to mix them together or compare them side by side?
I do them side by side. I think if you poured them all together, you.
It kind of defeats the point.
The other one I'm really looking forward to is this, but at the rate in which me and Christine are going, every time I turn around, she doesn't feel good. And I know there's been a big issue with her thyroid. Like today. Can you come get me? 'Cause I feel like I'm dying. I'm just like, look over my shoulder, and we're like right in the middle of spraying a house. The outside.
Painting it?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to check with Greg if he has some before pictures. This was a house that had a originally the original house had a traditional deck, like walk to the handrail and look around. Then somebody windowed it in. Then somebody put plywood, like the shit from 1970s, all outside of the house. So they covered up all of the windows, and on the inside, what windows weren't broken, they filled with fiberglass insulation, and then put paneling up over all of that. So from the outside, this was probably, well, it was hands down the winner for the ugliest frickin' house within 4 blocks in any direction. So
That's why they bought it.
well, that's
It was cheap.
the idiot that I work for. He bought it, and it's been like that. He's renting it, and it's been like that for over a year and a half. And he finally wanted to spruce the place up, so we tore everything off and completely rebuilt the front porch and made it an open air front porch, not glassed in, like mine. But now it wouldn't take a lot to turn it into something like mine, but and then we painted the whole house. So it's been an interesting. I can tell you one thing, it sure is awesome. We've never been able to justify renting a lift to paint a house, but now that we own our own lift, we use the lift to.
Well, you figure how was it $1,000 a week to rent one,
Mm-hmm.
and then after you gotta use it 2 or 3 weeks every couple months.
Well, when I did the siding on Save Mart, I was by myself because Greg had spine surgery. I had the lift that we bought for 1 month. So shit, we've paid.
You paid for it, renting it, and then you bought it.
If I told you what we've paid out to rent that lift over the last, say, 7 years, and then just turned around and purchased it,
Should have bought it in the beginning.
if we just bought it in the beginning, we'd be.
It's usually how that stuff goes with those rental companies. You rent something so long, you're like, they got a brand new one off of you, and then they're gonna rent them both.
Clyde says squirrels are just mobile protein down here. Miss 27 says squirrel burgers. Clyde says fried with biscuits and gravy, or squirrel
Tree rats.
or squirrel dumplings. Yeah. I don't know. I they leave my gardens alone, I really don't care what the squirrels do. But the squirrels ate the seat on Matt's snowmobile, so that's why Matt adioses as many as possible. Smile Money. Miles seems to enjoy putting stuff in Eric's mouth. Role-playing the Catholic priest and the altar boy was well rehearsed, I see. Yeah, I wish. I mean, no, I don't wish. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cobra says, rye whiskey. Mr. Holster would be proud. Zeus says, boom. Yeah. There's a few of them in the collection. Some ryes I get because they are very distinctive, and others say that they're ryes, and I say bullshit.
The one you're waiting on. That's a rye.
Oh, yeah.
Cast strength.
Should we just say screw it, break into it, give it a try, but don't make a comment? Cobra says, Hot Wax Club.
That's fucking weird.
Is not easily entered. Gunwild says, we don't talk about Hot Wax Club. Rule number 1. Cobra, Eric, you and John still owe me a beer for the one you stole off my desk. Cobra says, I-5. And that puts an end to this round of Bottle Ship. I-5 is a hit. And
that was a fast round.
5 is sunk. Was it?
Yeah.
Well, you don't want Matt to know that because Miles is the one that put this together.
I don't know. I don't call him anymore. Since I came over and seen the one the first time. I'm like, nah, I don't need to play.
Okay, so we got Gunwild, Sharky, Gunwild, Mike, who wanted to pay it forward to Cobra, and Cobra. So I'll have to do a drawing tomorrow. This is the... He's gone. So the question is if you think it was fast, that means that the Miles setup wasn't anything special.
They're all going the same direction.
Well, I did think that might have been a, well, I don't know. Is that necessarily a bad thing?
I don't know. Give them something to do. Come back for every day.
So now that I've had a crate club and a battle box, I should be able to find something equally. Would you like the honors of the next round? Okay, I'll read some comments. Steven, Matt was giving me shit about what I chose, so more beer for me. That bastard.
What if we leave it like? How about we do this?
So, Miles thought he was funny by stacking them all on themselves, and then J-Dog thinks he's funny by simply
take them all off,
not putting anything on the board. McLean,
I mean, eventually somebody would catch on and be like, "Hey, wait a minute!
Wait a second, they're not a single hit." Blackout. McLean, Matt is hotter than Miles. I miss that guy. McLean, Poco, I bet you got a really hairy huevos. Yeah, I don't really want to see that. McLean, well, congratulations, Eric. You laundered enough phones to get rid of me. Call me. Wait, never mind, I guess. Hey, you still have the original phone number. You just chose to burner phone me. Matt, yep, still drunk. I think, but at least we caught some fish, small ones, but at least they were fish. Were they glowing? Wade, Soros is a vulture. He swoops in when governments collapse and buy up everything from...
I don't think you can really get too fancy with the new ones.
Well, I mean, how much strategy can you? Unless you put...
You're on a 10 by 10 grid.
Unless you cut bottom off and make a 45 out of them. You know, Miles was saying something about that, but I don't think any of them are laid out that will allow you to do an angle.
If you had a 3D printer, you could probably do it.
He has a couple of nephews that are just as bad that work for him and supposedly will inherit his empire. Well, then they all must die. Wade, you won't hurt a dog. They are not responsible. We need to hire a couple of crackheads to fuck up the assholes. Put costs down as temp labor. Wade, I bought the original workshop system approximately 15 years ago. I use it to do the initial sharpening with it. I use Waterstone's 4000, 6000 grit to do the final edge. The workshop will sharpen a dull lawnmower blade with the right belt. Yeah, I'd really like to try to do it's still pretty sharp for what it is, but it'd be kind of cool to put a really nasty blade on or edge on that. Then again, I don't know what a real sword was. Maybe that's sharper than what a real, authentic battle sword would be. I mean,
I don't think they stayed that sharp that long, or sealed. I don't know.
Brad, rum review. Hell yeah, brother. Blue Healer, 2 thumbs up. Looks like pineapple and pepperoni. I had pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapenos on my pizza last night. Sharky, Beta Mag on duty. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Sharky, knife balance trick appreciated. Sharky.
What the what?
We'll see. See, now that game is over, he says I won, which is actually kind of a funny play on words.
Did you win?
No. Well, he possibly could. He does have one sinking. So that game is over. So technically, should I pause them until the next brewery review before it can be official? Because technically...
They called one to win that one.
Yeah.
And then reset it now. Start tomorrow. Make this last a little bit longer.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, Sharky, that game was over. All right. What did Cobra call? I-5. Yeah, I think he was obviously playing to win on the last one. So, Sharky, I'm sorry.
He's got the other board?
J-Dog, yeah, he actually has a board. J-Dog has ruled, and the game does not start until the next brewery review. The J-Dogian board. It'll probably last longer than Miles. You never know. On Miles though, it was like miss, and I'm like
3 hits in a
wow,
row.
he must be on to something. And then the very next brewery review, that was a hit, then that one was a hit, and then that one was a hit. And I was like, son of these guys. Sharky, Miles acting like a Catholic priest handing out the body of Christ to Eric looked disturbing, but yet familiar and realistic. Sharky SH, all the babes. Hell yeah. Miss 27, nice intro, Baumi, the zombie hunter. Well, that's back on Stash Panda. Miss 27, I need one of those drills you have there. Did I have drills out in Stash Panda? Mm-hmm. Mike, on the right video. Cheers, boys.
I usually put them at 2x speed so I can...
Get it done in an hour?
Yeah, watch the whole thing.
Mr. Mark Back 85, stunning outro, babe. Now, that's nice. And I can say, or YouTube can say, thank you kindly, you like it, ? Love it. I'm just going with thank you kindly. Smile Money, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the VA system actually socialized medicine? Cobra says
I
technically
bet
no.
I bet it'd get better if they made all the senators and congressmen use the same system.
Yeah, no shit. Cobra says technically no. It's funded by public funds, taxpayers' money, but it's not available to all. Smile money to him. It's owned by the government. It's funded with taxpayers. It's limited veterans' choice. You have to qualify to be part of it. Serving in the military, so it's not available to all. So it is like a pension benefit. Never understood why we needed the VA. Why not just an insurance card like Medicare? It'd probably be better for them if they didn't have the VA.
Dude, I remember my dad waiting months and years to get in for back surgery.
JR10, okay, I've been told that you're the Scotch Whisperer. So that being said, believe it or not, I have never had any Scotch. I would like your opinion. I am now stooping to new lows. On a good, mellow, sipping Scotch that is on the sweeter side, you know me, I just know I'm going to regret this.
Oh. Our Big Ten's pretty good. It's not like crazy.
See, now if I was to have JR10 start off, I don't think I want him to go straight into a really peated.
Okay.
So, JR10. Write this down. I would maybe look at the.
This one kind of smells less peated.
Yeah, that's a little bit sweeter, but it's still
$170 a bottle.
Oh,
Yeah, that part.
100. I would try the Glen Morangi. Is it bastard?
Do you have it up here, or
No, I don't have either of the ones that I'm recommending to him. Oh, the nectar, the Glen Morangi nectar. I have not had that, but I know that is notorious for being very sweet. Some people have actually said that it was too sweet for them. And one that I have had that I thought was pretty sweet was the Octune, the 3-wood. Let's see. I don't know if I have any left over here or not.
how do we pronounce this one?
There you go. This one.
That one.
This, but get the 3-wood. It was the one that Matt picked up. That was fairly sweet. Now keep in mind, I am a huge fan of heavily peated. Yes, there's a few of them that have been finished off in sherry casks. And when you take a heavily peated and put it in a sherry cask, it gets a really nice, sweet, well, sherry-ish. But now I'm having you start with things that are not heavily peated and a little bit easier to confuse with whiskeys and not Scotch whiskeys. Again, I've had the Glenmorangie. I have not had their nectar, the nectar version. So, but that, like I said, that was one that I've
75.
That I've heard that one is extremely sweet for a Scotch.
This looks like a champagne bottle.
It kind of does. And then, just like that, we are at the last comment. Oh, that's
An hour?
it's still not terrible. Yeah. Last comment from Jay. Now this outro girl. I don't even remember what outro girl I even used.
I think she was wearing something light colored.
Like flesh colored?
Light blue, maybe white. No, I actually didn't finish that review. My bad.
Hey, at least Miles wasn't wearing a Milwaukee.
The red Milwaukee shirt. Oh no, that's not light colored at all. It's dark, but
Yeah.
But
She's
yeah.
Mhm. It's weird. She's wearing one of those shirts that almost looks like she's not wearing a shirt.
But that's not nudity.
Oh, get. Oh shit! Where'd this one come? Sorry, Zeus. When a beer truck rolls over, here all glass is disposed of, no exceptions. But a pallet of cans end up at the shop every time somehow. Towing companies perk number 21. Here's a funny thing. The where is it?
Do we have a lot of beer trucks rolling over?
See this? Just the juice. As you see, they pulled the thumbnail. As of right now, they pulled it. And I had an appeal. I appealed it. They agreed with me that there was no nudity, so they put it back. Like hours later, I got an email saying that they pulled it for breaking community guidelines. I appealed it. They put it back. The following day, this has fucking gone on. So I now have had it pulled and appealed it. Right now I am on the 5th. They just keep pulling it and I appeal it and they keep putting it back.
Algorithm thing?
It must be. I just literally, before you got here, I sent out another appeal and I sent Laugh Out Loud. I said, hey, I can do this all day. Let's just keep going.
Is this one of the other ones?
That's supposed to be the next one. That's the one that Christine picked out. It's a whiskey made
Minnesota.
just south of the Canadian border in Minnesota.
Where the hell up there?
Way up there, eh? Okay, where were we?
Apparently the border opens up for non-essentials on the 21st of August.
Well, one of my favorite YouTube channels, which happens to be a car channel, Daily Driven Exotics, they were able to come back to the States, which is pretty.
I always see like the people post on Facebook and stuff of them getting harassed.
Oh, for
their supercars and probably going too fast.
Oh, he's gotten pulled over enough that he has a whole routine.
Nope. There's so many channels and stuff to watch on YouTube. I can't subscribe to all of them.
Hey, look. J-Dog left a comment. So there's only 3 comments until I hit the refresh button. First is Smile Money. Are you drinking alone tonight? The suspense is overwhelming. Cheers. Well, if you listen to any of the previous ones, the goal was to get him here on a Tuesday. Okay,
Yeah.
so...
We had stuff going on the last couple. 3 weeks till I had this?
Again, not to sound like I'm paddling on this one, but stuff like this has to kind of go into a special category because I feel that it is a great lawnmower beer. You know, a daily drinker, if you're looking for something, I mean, it has the apple flavor. I think this...
It's better than Reds.
Reds, I think, starts to get obnoxious with its apple flavor. Maybe even a little bit too much on the sweet side. And I would definitely get this over the Reds. Yeah, that's if you can find it, because we have that small problem right there. But again, for what it is, I would go an 8, 8.5. I mean, it's shit. If I see this, I'm definitely going to stock up on it. I put it in the same category, but different vein than the blue. Yeah, it's very tasty.
I like ciders, and it's real close.
I have yet to see that in the store, though.
That's because people snap it up as soon as they find out about it, buying cases and cases. I was told Walmart gets 3 cases a week or something, or
That's
three pallets.
Oh, 3 pallets.
Yeah.
Probably It probably sits in there for a couple of hours.
I wanted to try it last year, but it was sold out before I even realized it was in the store.
Right. Until you told me about it, I didn't know it even existed. Clyde, cheers 200 Ed to the Sunny Slopes long ago. Warrior Battalion, Justin's final mission. Clubbers, hashtag 7336478. And possibly holding the last spot is J-Dog saying, here. I'm going to hit the button, and then I'm going to go find out what I am making for dinner. Uh-oh. Oh!
Wait.
You got hosed.
Nah,
You could have still here.
it's alright.
Gunwild. Cheers, peoples. Okay. On that note, we will see you, I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or I'll just go with next time. So, cheers, bitches.